Hey everybody, Logan Alex CPA here. I own Choice Tax Relief. We help everyday Americans get in the best possible resolution on their back tax debt with the IRS and or their state. A little while ago, I made a video on why it is just so doggone hard to get an offer in compromise approved. As you can imagine, the IRS doesn't just hand these out like candy. After all, this means writing off thousands of dollars, sometimes millions of dollars of tax debt. Check out that video, link at the top of the screen if you haven't seen it. On that video, Midnight1235 asks, "Hi Logan, if you are denied for an offer in compromise, when can you try again?" That's a great question. And I think you know this, Midnight, from some of your other comments, but if your initial offer in compromise request is rejected and you're reviewing why the IRS rejected it, you're looking at those tables the IRS sends you, the income and expense table, the asset and equity table, and man, you just disagree with the IRS's findings. And this happens all the time, right? The IRS messes up. Then you should appeal the offer in compromise, not submit a new one. Appeal it on Form 13711. If you truly believe you understand the law, you understand the rules here, you understand your current financial situation, how to present it correctly to the IRS, appeal that thing, Form 13711. We recently published a video on a huge offer in compromise success story that we had for a client, and we had to go through this process. And in that video, I show you the 13711 that we used to appeal his offer in compromise rejection. And, I show you the IRS tables that they sent with the rejection and why we disagreed. And we listed out everything on the 13711 about why we disagree with the rejection. Anyway, you can watch that video, the offer and compromise success story video, here at the upper right-hand corner of your screen to get more guidance on how to do that. But Midnight, I think you understand the appeals process there, and I think you're asking about, okay, let's say you're rejected initially and you're rejected again in appeals. When can you submit a second offer in compromise? And there's really no time limit legally, but I will say this: what you don't want to do, and so it's kind of a judgment call, right? And I would say, look, if your financial situation hasn't really changed, and there's no reason why the IRS should look at the offer again, because it already looked at the same set of facts previously in your initial offer. You may be at risk, if you start submitting multiple offers at one after the other, of the IRS saying you are simply submitting these offers in an attempt to push off or postpone collection activity from the IRS. Because while that offer in compromise is pending with the IRS isn't going to levy you. They're not going to take your stuff. So some people have the bright idea, I'll just file offer in compromise after offer in compromise. Heck, I don't qualify, but they're just going to get rejected. I don't care. I'm just trying to, push this thing off as long as I can. And if they get that, if they believe that's what's going on, and it might not really be what's going on, but it can look like that's what's going on, that's not a place where you want to be. Okay? You don't want to be tagged as a taxpayer simply submitting offers in compromise in an attempt to postpone, put off, avoid collection activity from the IRS. So I would give them a good reason to at least look at this, a good bona fide reason. Hey, my financial situation has changed. I lost my business. I don't think I'm ever going back to that business again. And now, I have a job that is paying less than I made when I was a business owner and I submitted that other offer. Or, hey, look, my mom has these long-term health complications now. It looks like she will, she'll live. She's going to make it through this, but I'm having to cut back my work hours to care for her now. And it looks like this is going to be kind of a long-term thing, and I'm not making the kind of money I used to make, right? Or a divorce, or you had another child and your family size increased and now your allowable expenses go up. Some grounds where you can show the IRS, hey, something has changed since the last time you looked at the offer, or something has changed since the last time I submitted my offer. Something has changed since that offer and compromise that you all rejected. Here's something new in my life that's happened that has changed my financial situation somewhat drastically. And so I'm submitting the second offer and compromise, right? And if you're submitting that in good faith, And it's true that something has changed where you can at least present that to the IRS. They should give you another bite at the apple, and I would hope that they would review your second offer again, in just as though it were a fresh offer from a taxpayer who never submitted an offer in compromise before. In fact, that offer in compromise success story video that I made, that was a second offer in compromise. We didn't prepare the first one. I don't know if I forget if it was self-prepared or another firm prepared it, but it got rejected. And then the taxpayer hired us to do it right, and we got it accepted, and we did have to go to appeals, or we had to submit an appeals request, and all that. So, yeah, I mean, there's no like legal requirement. Oh, you have to wait 90 days or something like that. But I would say that it would make sense and it would be prudent if you could point to something in your financial life that has changed, and you can say, hey, this is why I'm submitting this second offer in compromise, or else the IRS may brand you as just submitting these offers to delay collection activity, and that's not a place you want to be. Folks, if you are considering submitting an offer in compromise, or you don't know if you qualify for an offer in compromise, or you just have all this back tax debt with the IRS and or your state, and you don't know how to deal with it, you want professionals in your corner, reach out to us at Choice Tax Relief for a free consultation. 866-8000-TAX. That's 866-8000-829. Or you can visit our website, choicetaxrelief.com. Fill out the form on the home page, and we will reach out to you. If you want to watch that offer and compromise success story, there's a link to it at the upper left-hand corner of your screen. I have all my offer and compromise videos in a tiny little playlist down at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.